Hey, what up, y'all? This is your boy Anton, aka the Blip Survivor, and this is Simply Marvelous. Of course, we are here with some more special guests. Our esteemed, they might as well be members of Simply Marvelous by now. They've been on a hot.
I need the chain. I need the chain.
You need to pay? Okay. Okay. When I get mine, you'll get yours, my G.
You said you said you waiting on Jada to hand you your rings, bro. Your championship rings.
But yeah, of course, we got my boy J Camp in the building, aka Swagnito today.
Swagnito, you know yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He got the rival team on, though. Y'all know I'm
yes,
still
sir.
to death, but he got the Ravens on. You know it's yes, love when I let a brother with a Ravens jersey on the show. It's gotta be love, you know what I mean?
For sugar dig.
Me everything in my life to not go get my Malu jersey. It's just
going
on for no reason.
A little troll move. A little troll move. I started to throw the Ed Reed joint on, but you know.
Ooh, I do I like Ed though. That's my guy, though. I like Ed. We also got my boy Bruce the Nightmare, aka Buddy Love. He coming through with peace today, aren't you? Are you here with it?
Yeah, love.
No doubt.
What's happening? Shalom.
Chilling, bro. Shalom, man.
What's
Everything good with y'all? Everything gravy?
Man, without the biscuit.
Man, we straight.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Well, you already know we got another action-packed show for y'all. You already know what it's about. We are going to be ranking our top MCU movie/TV series.
Won't he do it?
Man, it's going to be a fun one. I can't wait. I have a feeling that our top 10s are going to be relatively similar.
Probably.
We're gonna see.
Might be some surprises in there.
But we're gonna touch on a couple more topics before we get into that. And we're going to start it off with Prey. If you have not seen Prey, the newest iteration in the Predator series, I'm not going to tell you to turn this show off and go watch it. But when this show is off, y'all go watch that. You know what I mean? We don't want to give no spoilers away or nothing. But I'm just going to go around the room and just give me your general thoughts on the movie. I'll start off with Brother Young. Brother Nightmare, aka Buddy Love.
Brother Young.
Brother Young. Usually it's Deacon Young.
But collection plate.
Right, Reverend Young.
I thought it was dope. I thought it was dope. I enjoyed it. Me and my lady both watched it. She was digging it. She was caught up into it. Solid action. Some of the kill scenes was hard. Was different but still the same, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I mean it number 2 on the list to me. I put it right after the original, then I'll probably have the second one, then we'll have to debate and talk after we go from there. He looked different. I don't think that's a spoiler, that's been out there.
Right.
But it was still, you know what I mean, it was still dope. I mean the female starling there, she did her thing. Like I said, fight scenes was dope. There's some solid gore in there for those who like, you know what I mean, a somewhat gory type of flick. Sci-fi, horror-ish. It's definitely worth checking out. I'm going to have to check it a second time myself. I was digging it.
Definitely.
Hopefully they follow up. Hopefully they follow up with something else. I'm hearing rumors of samurai and stuff like that. That people are requesting and wanting to see, you know, the Predator in a samurai type of lane where he's facing off with samurai. So I think that would be dope too. So, but yeah,
I totally agree with that.
To me. Definitely worth checking out.
Indeed, J Camp, how you feel?
Man, that was a great synopsis there by Deacon Young. Man, I'm in the same boat as him, man. First of all, the movie is bananas. Check that out. ASAP Rocky, whatever ASAP crew.
Ferg and
ASAP Nas. Check it out now, man. But now the movie is dope though. I mean, real talk.
ASAP Riri.
Facts.
That a new one? I don't know nothing about the ASAP Riri.
Facts.
Oh, I know what you mean.
You know,
that went
baby.
I mean, he put a
baby. All the ASAPs, even the ASAP Riri. Man, I felt that there was a culture in the movie that got some redemption. You know what I'm saying? If you follow American history, there was a culture in there that got some redemption. I think we kind of gave them they stamp. You know what I'm saying? With this one, Shorty at the end, you know what I'm saying? She did her thing. So yeah, man, I agree with Deacon Young too, where the characters were dope. I did not expect some of them characters to have the type of battle that they came with. I mean, most of them wasn't weak at all, except for the others. The others just they didn't bring, they didn't have it for you at all. But yeah, like you said, Nightmare. I mean, the Predator, he's different, but he's still live action though. So, but you can see it with your, you know what I'm saying, see it with your peoples. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say let your kids just be sitting next to you watching it, but you know, when you put the babies to sleep, throw that prey on, man, and just enjoy it like we did. What say you though, host?
Man, everything y'all said for sure. The crazy part about it, it fit more in the time period that they were going with. It just felt more primal, if that, you know what I mean? Like it induced more hand-to-hand, more up-close combat. Man. It was more thought put into things. You had to strategize, especially against somebody who could, shoot projectiles. Of course, they had their own, but lightweight little arrows or whatnot. But I'm not gonna give stuff away. But it fit perfect. And then you mentioning something about samurais and everything. I'm like, come on, man. Give me that now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Imagine Predator come out with the sword and they just going,
right.
Oh, man.
Right. Yeah, that'd be hard.
That'd be crazy. But the action was perfect. It was everything about it to me was perfect. I didn't have no issues with it. And I was so surprised to hear how hype everybody has been about this movie.
Absolutely.
I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that at all.
One thing that I will say before you move on is that the overall promise of the Predator has been the same in all these movies. You know, they basically have one mission. So
yeah, for sure.
That never switches up. And I think if you're a fan of just of the series and of the actual character of the Predator himself, you gonna, I mean, to me, they emphasize everything that they go through, every single thing. And I love it, man. I love that, man. I love the man, just
Apex.
I can't give it away, but yeah, man, it's just
it's still all about being Apex,
top of the food chain, bro. Yeah, that's the whole goal.
Yeah, that's dope.
I think the Predator character is probably my second favorite character of all time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just my a lot of art that I got several different pictures that's getting done with Predators in them
from birth,
already,
bro.
2 or 3 of them hanging up. Yeah, it's just the character is just so dope. Like, I seen it.
We need to see them going through training. We need to see them going through training, like a young Predator.
Yeah. Back to their world, wherever they at.
Yeah. Where they just train to be a warrior. Like when you get 18, you know, we got to send you on that mission to do some bodying, and you got to survive and come back.
Right. Them tour days.
Right. It's everything is sport.
Hey, Kevin Feige, go ahead and get the rights to that Predator so he can get some real
need to see the sport.
I mean, they already in the as far as the comic books go, Marvel does have them in the
they do
for comic books. You know what I'm saying? They do. Marvel's got them. Yep.
Real talk.
Yep. Yeah. I seen a picture online where it had the Predator with his claw, and the claw was going through the Green Goblin's mask. Like, you know what I mean? So, man.
Predator Wolverine battle. A Predator Wolverine battle. Just
there's
I think Logan would cook.
Yeah,
though.
Logan. Yeah, there's
probably would.
There's one. There's one online. There's one online. What was it? Bat in the Sun. Bat in the Sun did one a couple of years ago. I'll send that joint to y'all.
Bet.
I mean, because the real dope. Logan in the comic book world, he weighs what, like 500? I mean, he weighs like 500 pounds, like for real. You know, so
he's big. Do that animanium, short and stocky.
That's what I'm saying, like 500, like a short 500-pound muscular guy.
Dude. That's a dense dude right there, bro.
That's a dense man going up against a predator.
All muscle at 500 pounds, dude. He ain't got no bunnies.
No. Everything is speed.
Show up in Marvel somehow. Yeah, you good? Are you back? Okay, I was making sure. All right, let's move on to the next one real quick. We talked about this last time. I wasn't sure if we mentioned it beforehand, but I don't think we did actually. But John Bernthal coming back as the Punisher. Now, we heard, Rosario Dawson had mentioned it, and I think somebody hit her with the sniper dart, and then she came back on Twitter the next day and tried to recant her statement, which made it extra suspicious. I think it's going to be revealed at D23 that the Punisher series is coming back to Disney Plus. Do y'all think the same about now?
I think it's going to be hard to put it on Disney Plus, though, just because of the type of character. Like, I don't see, I mean, he's more than PG. I mean, we talking about he's really a rated R character. To me, they need to put him on, keep him on Netflix so we can see some gore.
I feel you. They're not going to do that.
Head chopping. I know
they're not going to do that. I'm trying to work around. There's a workaround that I think they're going to go with. I don't know. So the one thing I don't know if he's going to get his own series or is he going to show up in somebody else's. But the way to get around gore in the Marvel Cinematic is not to kill humans. That's it. You kill whatever, demons, vampires, whatever. If it's not human, you can do whatever you want with it. That's what the R rating really comes from. Blood and guts coming from humans. If it's an animal or anything else, they're not tripping.
Unless it's Shorty and that Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know, she did. Yeah.
Allegra DeFontaine, as you talking about?
The Shorty who ended up being like behind pretty much all of it. She was
Sharon Carter?
Yeah.
The power broker type thing.
Yeah.
It could be.
Unless you like the power broker.
I have no idea, but I do believe he's coming back. I do. It's a character
he coming back.
And John Walker's homie got bodied too.
Lamar, what that his name?
Yeah.
They did Lamar dirty in there.
Real dirty. Broke his back into pieces.
Man, so dirty. I'm anxious to see if Falcon and Winter Soldier shows up in any of y'all lists. But anyways. All right, on to the next one. Ironheart. So some set photos of the suit and the villain revealed. Did you guys see it at all?
I did see it.
You
the
did?
Ironheart suit.
Bruce, you saw it?
Okay, you didn't see it, Bruce?
No, I didn't see it yet.
So can you see that?
Nope.
You don't see the picture?
I can see it.
So that picture up there is the suit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that's the suit we'll see in Wakanda forever.
No, I don't think so either.
That's the Mark II, quote unquote Mark II suit.
Okay.
Which it looked fly to me. It looks like, you remember in What If when Tony and Killmonger were drawing up suits?
Oh yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. Like Gundam.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
So, word.
It looks pretty serious.
Yeah, that look cool.
Yeah. And then the villain.
Yeah.
The villain is the Hood. I don't know his real name, but he goes by the Hood. This is the interesting part to me, though. This character is he's a mystical character. So this guy has like kind of, I don't want to call it Doctor Strange powers, but he deals with some supernatural stuff. But he keeps a pistol too. It's like it's a weird combination. But he's kind of he's kind of prevalent in the newer age stuff. He has I think he has run-ins with the Illuminati. He started his own little criminal factions and all that. It's an interesting character. Everybody should go look up because he does have history. He seems to have a pretty ill origin story, and his power set is pretty ill. So for it to show up in Ironheart, usually they match the hero and the villain kind of similar type power set and background.
Right.
It feels totally different. So that hyped me up as soon as I saw. And he looks just like that in the comics. So I urge everybody to go check out that. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I'm gonna do some research.
Yeah. I thought it was a dope concept. We'll see how it goes though. Let's check the chat real quick to see who's in the building. Okay. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yes, very true. You can put pin protection on your Disney accounts now. They can push the TVMA rating like they're doing with the Marvel Zombie show.
Good point.
Good and point. They have Deadpool and Logan on there too.
Hey,
very true.
We need
very
it.
True.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I appreciate you saying that because I forgot about that. All in the game. Yeah. Let me see.
Something new every day.
Yes, indeed. Great to see her villain isn't another tech-based. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Make it interesting.
I'm a villain.
Mm-hmm.
Magic versus tech is more interesting. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, salute that. Yep.
Mm-hmm. See, great to see her. Oh, okay, he said the same thing again. All right, so you ready to get into the nitty-gritty though?
Yes, sir.
You already know what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Okay, so we are here to rank our top 10 MCU movies and TV shows. All right. So I'm going to try to keep track and write them down. I'm going to type them as we go. So bear with me if I'm taking a little extra second or two to do this, but I'm going to let Brother Deacon Young started off today.
The way he said it, though.
Don't pass the collection plate. The brother
Deacon Young.
Don't be dropping no chicken bones in there either.
Our brother was trying to get some change. I was trying to get some change. I dropped a 5 in there trying to get 4 1.
Donations.
Hey, so we doing 10 or we doing 5?
10.
Okay.
You got
all right.
You got 10?
Yeah, I got both. Yeah. Okay. One thing I want to say before I get started, when I was advertising, sending messages to people, sent one to a coworker of mine, and he had said that he wasn't a big fan of like top 10, top 5s. He said because a lot of the stuff that he watches, they kind of beat you over the head. If you don't agree with our list, you're wrong. Well, this isn't my show. I just pop up once in a while. This is Son's show, Anton's show. Sure. But us here, we're not about that.
Nah.
So y'all want to get in there, and if y'all want to get in there and debate, y'all want to put your own. It's all respect. We're not, you know what I mean? Your opinion is your opinion. Everybody's allowed to have one. You know what I mean? So if I'm just saying that if anybody else thought that, we're not here for that. I'm not trying to speak for Son. I'm just saying in general, we're not here for that. We're here to have fun, hear your thoughts, y'all can hear our thoughts, and go from there. Still sharp
love
and
it
still.
just like y'all do.
Absolutely. Everything he just said, A1 factuals. No judgment. I'm one of the people who believe that every Marvel movie isn't the same. It is catered towards different people. So every movie is going to hit people differently. If you like Thor Dark World, I ain't going to judge you. I might hit you with a word. You got to explain that to me. But
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's it, bro. It can't say nothing bad about it.
Right. We ain't going to judge you.
I paid my money. I paid money to go see it too, and I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? So
I paid my money to see that at the theater, and it's in the collection, so I paid twice for that joint.
You feel me?
It is what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out, man.
No
but
doubt.
all right, on to the picks, man.
Give me number 10.
All right, for number 10, I'm going with what started this whole thing. The originator, what started this whole thing. Going with the very first Iron Man movie.
No doubt.
To me, it would have been even possibly higher, but that was over 10, 12, 13 years ago. Things that caught up. I mean, it's still fun to watch it to this day.
Right.
You know, I mean, the Easter eggs that they dropped on us in there just to get us ready for it. I mean, it's Tony Stark's, man. You know, I mean, it dope flick. Even though it was the first one, to me, it still makes my top 10. So yeah, first Iron Man flick.
Respect. I like that. I mean, definitely legendary. It started the whole thing, so it has to get
the whole shebang.
Has to get honored in some way.
Oh, it has to get a salute.
J Camp, where we at though?
I'm kind of in the same lane as Deacon, but I'm more ushering right now. I'm handing out the tissues, and I'm greeting people. I'm gonna go with that first Avenger, that first Captain America is my number 10.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like that really set the stage for a lot of the stuff that was going to happen in the Avengers. Captain America did. I felt it had one of the best end credit scenes that we've had in the MCU, and just the whole way they played the Cap arc. I wish we could have got some more Red Skull. That was probably the only thing I didn't like. I'm speaking moving forward past Captain America.
Right. Yeah,
because I would have had him on my villains list had we had more of him. But I thought that Captain America was a dope movie, and I'll be honest, I didn't have any expectations for it at all when it first dropped. I thought it was going to be corny. I ain't gonna lie, but it surprised me, man. I feel Cap has maybe the best solo trilogy out of them cats.
It's not maybe, fam.
Yeah, he does.
It's guaranteed.
He's got the best trilogy.
Yeah,
he got the best trilogy, man.
That's funny. I saw Cap
spot on there.
I saw First Avenger when I worked at FedEx. I did a safety song for him. And they flew me down to Memphis to shoot a little safety video or whatnot. And the guy that was curating that whole thing, we went and saw Cap first.
Hey yo.
Yeah. Son, they had me out on the tarmac, everything. I was in the planes and all this. They had me feeling safe. They had me feeling famous out there. It was funny.
Stunt double.
I know, right? Okay, so
man do his own stunts.
It was fun. It was fun. Okay,
Tarantino bag.
I cheated on my first one, but I erased it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna let Bruce give the Iron Man flowers. I had Iron Man at number 10, but I had it with What If. What If fire. I mean, I'm an adult, but I still love animation. I still love cartoons, period. I come from that. I come from Saturday cartoons. So just because I got older don't mean it still ain't in me. And the stories that they told, obviously, they're fire and they couldn't happen without all the stories that preceded them. But man, every time I watch the episode, I'm like, man, I wish the movies was like this. Every single one of them. I was like, man, if the movies were like this, it'd be almost flawless, period. But obviously, you could do a little extra.
You could do extra with the cartoon joint.
But seeing the Peggy, fire. Hank Pym being a villain in the Avengers one, fire. The Zombies one, fire. Doctor Strange love story.
Yeah, that was dope.
Fire. Like everything in it was fire. Top notch. Star-Lord, T'Challa, save the universe. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Crazy. So yeah, I love what
they had Ultron on steroids in that joint.
Bruh.
They had Ultron on steroids in that joint. That was, man.
Ultron was a problem.
I'm gonna give you this, man. I'm gonna give you this too. I'm gonna let you have that, Bruce.
He was.
It's a miniature joint.
He was good.
But
Jose Canseco in that piece.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you that.
Gratitude.
He was that. He was at Oakland, Jose. I agree with that.
Yeah,
definitely
so,
Oakland Jose.
Yeah, he was so much Jose Canseco.
Right.
Man, he was just this Omega powered. It wasn't fair, man.
Nah, it was
Yeah,
juiced
I
up.
love that show. When that was on TV, that was the best thing on TV at that time to me.
Man,
Facts.
What if?
I can't wait for
yeah, man. Ultron had that Balco cream. He really did.
What? He said that Balco cream.
Yeah, the Balco cream.
yeah, way more than he had way more than he had more than that clear. Yeah, way more than that clear.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
It was juiced all the way up.
All right, Bruce. Let's go. Number 9.
It was out of this world. All right. Number 9. I'm gonna go with the last Spider-Man flick. Was that No Way Home?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the last Spider-Man flick as my number 9.
Yeah.
Introducing the original villains. To me, at that time, before what Goblin did in this one,
right.
Dr. Ock was my favorite. The story was solid. Showing, the timelines cracking in the sky, trying to guess who was up there, who you was trying to see. When the other Peters stepped in,
right?
We knew it was going to happen, but it was still like, oh snap!
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It was just, it's dope. But to me, I had to find it somewhere on my list, and I put that number 9. I was really digging that flick. Yep. So I go with number 9. No Way Home.
Respect that all the way. It was a beautiful thing. It really was.
It really was, though.
Spider-Man is not even my guy like that, but yeah, No Way Home was special.
That was a dope one.
You know what I mean? All right, where you at, J Camp?
Actually, I had the first Iron Man.
You got Iron Man there? Okay.
On my list. Nothing else needs to be said. We've already show Tony Stark's all of our flowers, man. So
absolutely.
Well,
we can probably keep it moving even quicker than that, because my number 9 was No Way Home too. Like I said, man, that's one of those. That's one.
We all went apart.
I know, right? I told you. I felt like our stuff gonna be similar. We're gonna see what it looked like towards the top, but yeah. It is. You got to give it top 10 status. It's one of those. It's the multiverse that we've been kind of clamoring for, like
that we asked for.
Yeah, if we could do multiverse, what if we got Toby and Andrew, and then they mess around and actually do it, like and that shows the power of Marvel in general in Disney. Like
facts.
Come on, man.
Big.
It was a beautiful thing. All right, then. Shoot, let's go to number 8.
Yeah, they bossed up with that joint.
Yeah. All right, what you got for number 8?
Number 8, I got pretty much the best movie of this last phase in Shang-Chi. I got Shang-Chi number 8.
Yep.
Action, Jamal rubbing his head, so
yeah, I'm right there with you.
Probably got the same thing as
the same joint.
This is the dope. It was a solid flick, man. Breath of fresh air for this phase. Fight scenes was dope. Touch, decent amount of humor. I don't feel like they overdid it with that flick. Just a dope flick, man. It had to be in the top 10 to me.
Yeah. Absolute flames. It was an absolute flame.
Absolutely.
Every time I said that, talked about Shang-Chi to other people who was like, they didn't really know what it was, or when it first was announced, I'm like, okay, you give Marvel, a kung fu flick a Marvel budget.
Stupid.
That's all you need to know right there.
That ain't fair. Especially when you think about all the good kung fu flicks on Netflix.
That man said I'm a true foo. He said I'm a true foo snick.
Right, foo sneakings. You know what I'm saying? But you think about all those though. You know what I'm saying? That don't have that budget that has stupid action in it. I felt Shang-Chi was that on steroids.
So you did pick Shang-Chi as your number 8 too?
Yeah, I had Shang-Chi and No Way Home, like 7 and 8.
You mean 9 and 8?
No, because we on 8 now.
Yeah,
so I had Shang-Chi 8, then I had No Way Home at 7. That's why I said we all like in the same bucket.
Okay. So you going okay. Well, at number 8 for me, I have Guardians of the Galaxy. The first flick. The first flick. I mean, that's like I can probably safely say that's the biggest surprise that we've probably ever gotten. Like, you just a talking tree, a raccoon, like you, and then you leave the movie like, dang, like those are the most gangster characters out of the group. First and foremost, Drax, I guess you could say that, but they make him, you know, I mean, he's the comedy guy basically. That's what they do to him, especially after Guardians 1. But no, it was just a fly flick, man. You know, we got taste of a new Infinity Stone. Ronan wasn't, you know what I mean? We got Thanos show up again in it. It's like,
he
it was just
up.
a good,
it
was just
we
end
up seeing
movie.
Ronan again too. We end up seeing Ronan again. So
that's true. And it was one of the movies that was supposed to be funny that kind of hit though. It wasn't like overly funny. They didn't overly do it, but it was like right in the right perfect pocket for that.
Right.
Them I Am Groups came at the right moment.
Speaking of that, I Am Group comes out tomorrow too, I think.
It does, yep.
Oh, word. Forgot. Cool. And it was in that soundtrack was heavy. That soundtrack was crazy.
The soundtrack was heavy.
All
all the 70s, I mean 80s. Yeah, 80s.
All them tracks we grew up on. And,
man.
All
absolutely.
right.
Dope movie.
Star-Lord was in his bag. Star-Lord was in his bag of them tapes.
It wasn't nothing weak about that movie. It wasn't nothing weak about it.
No.
Everything was nice.
No, I loved it. It's on
he
my list.
He had the Walkman. He had the Walkman too.
Yeah.
You know.
Doing the two-step with the shuffle.
You know what I mean?
Two-step with the shuffle.
And was ready to box anybody because he couldn't find it. He was trying to get back to you. I better give him my headsets, man.
I need them jams, man. That's what I work out to. Is that?
All right, Bruce, what's your number 7?
All right, number 7, man. I'm gonna go with I got Winter Soldier as my number 7.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
What I mean? You got that solid flick, good acting. Bucky was a monster in that piece. Had everybody shook. Man, everybody was so shook.
Bro.
When he caught the shield.
Yeah.
They're like, he ain't supposed to be able to do that. When he caught the shield, they was talking about the kills that he had. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was just a dope flick, man. It was dope flick. I mean, they almost gave Bucky almost like a horror movie steez a little bit. You know what I mean? On that video that he was putting in.
Yeah,
you ain't never seen Black Widow. You never seen Black Widow scared. And then when this movie started, when she started talking about it, she like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like,
but Black Widow was putting in work.
Dope flick, man. Dope flick.
Yeah, Black she was running for her life.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
running for her life.
Most definitely.
Most definitely. Black Widow has never been scared of anybody except the Hulk and Winter Soldier. Factual. That's it. But yeah, I love that movie. We're gonna get to that one again in here somewhere. All right, you already know that. So Jamar, you said what was your number 7? I know you had preview.
Yeah, I had No Way Home.
You said Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got the No Way Home. All right, sitting there at number 7. All right. So let me I think I know what it is. Yeah, that's right. All right, so my number 7, we're going back to Disney Plus again. Straight up. My number 7 is WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Yeah.
It was dope.
WandaVision was fire. And it wasn't the most action-packed, obviously,
Nah, but
out of all of them.
The creativity, though, was amazing.
Was ridiculous. And we're the Nick at Night generation. We came up, you know what I mean? The Nick at Night, I Love Lucy. And,
right.
I was feeling that, bro.
All those little shows. Because I've heard so many people like, what is this? And like, they just didn't understand from the very first episode. I'm like, oh, I know what that is. I Love Lucy. That's the Brady Bunch. That's That's the Wishamacara. Like, they was killing it, and they was using the same effects, practical effects, and everything. So, and then when the story started building and unraveling, and we were getting Easter eggs, and didn't know what to think. And it was the first one coming out of the pandemic, so we were just like this, like, whoa. You know what I mean? We just couldn't wait for nothing. Right. I mean, it was the perfect storm for a show. Perfect. And we get Vashon. Like, come on, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We get black and white Vashon. You know what I'm saying?
And Rambo, though.
And Monica Rambo.
Right. True.
Like Scrolls, all that was in there, man.
It's still the best. It's the best Disney Plus show that come out so far.
To be the first one, too, which is crazy.
It's the best one. I would watch What If more than I would watch, WandaVision. But if you're just talking about pure creativity and a show, like, WandaVision was tough, man.
Absolutely.
Tough. All right.
I ain't mad at that at all. Somebody got some Prince sound effects in the back.
Man, you already know. That's my ring. Trying to see who was at my door.
Got the formally joint. The formally sound.
Hold on, let me see. All in the game. Highly recommend the Cinemax show Warrior. Best action on TV, hands down.
Actually, I've heard about it.
I've heard about it.
That's fire. Like, salute to that, man. That Warrior is.
I'm about to be put on. I'm about to check it.
It's supreme.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things.
Yeah,
I've heard the name.
It's supreme. I highly recommend it.
Yeah,
it's supreme.
Jamar, can you give me a little bit before we go? What is it though?
Man, it's almost like if I give you a little bit, like you could almost like guess.
Okay.
Like, you really gotta peep it. It's one of those because the name kind of tells you. Okay. But if I drop you even the fewest of gems, some of it I probably, cause I'll get too hype. I end up throwing, I'll throw too many out there.
Right, word up.
Peep that though, man, for real.
Yeah, appreciate the heads up.
Yeah, appreciate you. All in the game. All right, so number 6, Bruce, you're up.
All right. It's already been mentioned, but my number 6 is the very first Guardians of the Galaxy. First Guardians.
All right.
Like I said, man, the same as what was echoed. I know one thing to me that jumped out to me when I see it still, but definitely when I first saw it, the colors. Like the colors was just
vivid,
beaming.
Vibrant.
You know what I mean? And like even when they was painting Ronin, like it was just dope how they was painting him. You know what I'm saying? And the colors was just, man, yeah, it was dope. Look like Hype Williams did that joint. Like,
Hype, man.
I don't know about them niggas, man. I don't know about them niggas, man.
I don't know about them. I don't like that. Like,
that belly, son.
I don't like none of
that. Wow, but yeah, I agree though. The colors, they popped real nicely on there.
For real, pop.
Right.
HD love. Yeah. All right, J Camp, where you at on number 6?
Man, already been mentioned. I just said I thought it was the illest trilogy in the MCU, but man, Winter Soldier, man, it's like my number 6, man. You know,
right.
Bucky O'Hare was going Bucky on everybody. And even show remorse at the end and save Cap. He could have bodied everybody and just ended the MCU if he really wanted to.
Right. Kind of right.
He could have closed the book on us.
That's it.
We wouldn't have the show.
Roll the credits. That's it.
We wouldn't have the show. You know what I'm saying? But
fans would have like, damn you, Bucky.
Right.
Damn you, Bucky.
I gotta salute Bucky though, because he
terrifying.
His pull-up game was stupid.
Yeah,
You know?
it really was. I mean, the man didn't say nothing until like the last 10 minutes of the movie, something like that. Well, pretty much like the last 10 minutes. That was
and to be an old man like Cap too in real life.
That movie is special, bro.
Bucky about 140 years old, but after Endgame is still looking fresh. You know,
140.
Man. Shout out to Bucky. Shout out to Bucky.
Most definitely.
All right, my number 6. We've already mentioned it also, but it is Shang-Chi. You already know, just a fly movie in general. Probably I'm most hyped to see him next out of all the characters we've been introduced to. So, anyways, all right, we're gonna move on. Bruce,
so now
we on number 5.
Number 5.
It's top 5 area now.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 season.
Right. Number 5, man. I got Civil War. Everybody coming together, seeing everybody on the screen together, bringing Black Panther to the table, you know what I'm saying, showing us T'Challa. That was serious. I remember going crazy when they showed us, Spidey on the scene. You know what I mean? Because I remember when the preview came out, and that second preview when they showed Spidey, like that shut down. That shut down
the game
YouTube.
down.
Shut it all down. Like if I YouTube crashed if I remember right. You know what I mean? They brought back Ant-Man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're a big fan of those movies or not, it was just cool to see all of them together. You know what I'm saying? Seeing how they pick sides. I'm in there watching it actually like, yo, whose team would really technically win? And the only problem I had was, me and my cousin CG was talking about it. It was like, they left Hawk and Thor out of there because it would have been bloody if they would have had been involved in that situation. But
big facts.
Dope flick, man. I mean, it was just cool seeing everybody on the screen at the same time. Dope movie.
Absolutely.
And we got Zemo that movie too.
Hey, we did get Zemo.
Yeah, facts. All right, J Camp. I have a feeling you're gonna say the same thing.
Actually, I'm not, because I got that a little further up on my list. But I got Guardians though.
Oh, so you got the Guardians there?
I got the Guardians at number 5. Yes, sir.
All right. I ain't mad at that. 5, big love. 5.
Okay, most definitely.
Big love.
Guardians
it can be argued. It can be argued that it could be in the top 3 if you want.
Guardians is heavy, man.
It's tough. It's just the Avengers flicks. That's one to be messing it up, but we're gonna see. All right, my number 5 is Civil War. For real. I think I've watched that movie more than any movie other than Black Panther.
Civil War is one of the GOATs, man.
It's just scene by scene. You can go and just pick out scenes and rewatch them. The Black Panther chasing down Bucky scene. I've watched that so many times. I can't even.
And they already had a little issue
anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
That scene, even the Cap and Bucky in the hallway when they going down the steps. Like, come on, man. That scene, and then obviously the airport joint. Like, it's so many scenes you can just go back and watch in that movie.
Powerful. It's a powerful flick.
Was it that when Iron Man fought Bucky and Cap? Wasn't that in Civil War when he fought?
Yeah. It was.
And he tried to dig. Bucky tried to dig in his chest, like, that was serious.
God,
that
man. Was serious.
Like, I mean, and Cap spared him, like Cap be doing.
Yeah, of course. No man left behind, bro.
He could have put the shield all through his body. Could have decapitated that man for real.
I mean, the thing what just happened in that scene, though, he actually watched Winter Soldier kill his parents in that scene. Like, it was like, nothing but rage going on.
I felt Tony's passion, man. When you got T'Challa and Tony all with the same mentality, like they was going for that neck. like they was going for Bucky's skull, bro.
Which highlights how genius Zemo was. It really is.
They wanted to scorpion that man so bad.
Finish him.
The other thing that was dope too. They did that. They used that effect on Tony at the beginning where they had him like a teenager when he was doing that seminar or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's like the first time. Like the first time I saw that before, where he was reminiscing and playing it back. Like,
true.
It was just a lot of gems, man. It was just a
That's
lot
how
of
you
dope
know
stuff in that flick, man.
Disney got a different bag when you can do stuff like that.
Yep.
That bag is completely.
They did it there. They did it to
they
Hank
can do all
Pym and
that.
Ant-Man 1, I think. Or,
Yep.
is it Ant-Man 1 or 2? No, it was
Yeah,
Ant-Man
2.
2. Ant-Man 2.
If you can de-age him,
man, he about 89, ain't he?
That's what I'm saying. So you got a huge
Michael
bag.
Douglas look old.
Right, he was old and
Basic Instinct old.
Yeah, when he almost caught that ice pick. He almost caught that Sharon Stone ice pick.
Fatal Attraction. He been around for years.
90s.
It was basic. It was Basic Instinct.
80s.
It was Basic Instinct.
Yeah,
I don't think Michael Douglas was in Fatal Attraction.
I can't remember.
Fatal. It was what?
I know Basic Instinct.
The rap, but he was in Fatal. If it wasn't Fatal Attraction, it was Fatal Instinct, where he had the stalker bride.
Sharon Stone was in Basic Instinct with him.
But no, it was the other bride. We'll get to it, man. I can't. She boiled the bunny in that joint.
Yeah, you're right. She boiled the bunny. You right.
Yeah,
Mike was in there.
But I can't remember what
it was. She put
the
bunny in the pot, bro, like it was soup. Like it was stew.
Hey, Olaf, close your ears, fam. They over here trying to kill bunnies.
He shivered it. He shivered in his little fur.
Hey.
That was probably his cousin. That was his great uncle.
That's a great uncle.
My bad.
No, we cool.
My bad, Olaf.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Bruce. We inside our top 5.
All right.
Number 4.
Yeah, we going to 4.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Number 4, I'm going with Black Panther. Number 4.
Ooh.
I mean, the movie speaks for itself.
Actuals.
Groundbreaking for the culture, for the MCU. Dope fight scenes. The technology was so dope in that.
Right.
Just everything, man. Just everything. Dope flick, man. By far, definitely top 4 favorite Marvel flicks to me of all time, man. It was just dope overall. You know what I mean? Every time if I'm turning channels and it's on TNT or something or other like that, I'm usually stopping it. You know what I'm saying? I'm stopping it, watching it to the end, or at least watching a few of it. You know what I mean? It's anytime it's on, I'm tuning in. Dope flick.
Beautiful. J Camp, where you at on number 4?
Number 4, I got the first Avengers, the numero uno Avengers is number 4 on my list, because that set it off, and the battle and that was pretty damn epic too. Now, it wasn't as epic as the last 2, but that first one was for that time period. Like, we wasn't expecting that epic of battle, and we seen all them cats come together too. So, and that's when Hulk was actually showing his ass in that one. You know what I'm saying? He was showing his spanking ass on that one. Bodied Loki.
Let him do something.
Bodied Loki, man. I never
Puny God.
Puny God. Yeah.
Puny God.
Puny God. I don't know, but yeah, I gotta go with that first Avengers though.
Just battered that boy, man. Puny God. I ain't trying to hear that.
Well, I got the same thing, man. I got the same thing for my number 4, the original Avengers. That's the movie that completely sold me on the idea of Marvel in general. I didn't see Iron Man in the movies. I did see Cap, and I seen the first Thor, but the Avengers. When I saw that, I was like, okay, You mean we really can do all this? Like all these characters are actually come into movies together and have stories together? Okay. Now we cooking with grease. Let's get it. Because I've never been a comic head. I just never have. I've had some in my day when I was younger, but I was always for the cover. I love the cover of the books. I never read too much, but just knowing these characters, you can know all these. These are the staples for the most part. And you seeing them all in the same movie. I was like, get out of here. You can't be serious. This can't be real. And I saw it in IMAX. That was the first time I ever been to an IMAX. So I was like, yeah.
So you had the epic. You had the epic joint.
It was the best experience I've had. Besides Black Panther, that was the best experience I've ever had in a theater, period.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
For real. And maybe the quietness of Infinity War at the end. That quiet at the end of Infinity War. Ooh, it was so beautiful.
it was so much that really just happened though.
Yeah.
The Vashon just get bodied like that easily.
Man.
Yeah, you get 5 great action set pieces in Civil War. You ain't lying. And the story was dope too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Fire.
One of the best stories. I mean, they even had their storyline in video games too. I think it was in that that Marvel video game that had like Doom in it too.
Oh,
yeah. It was like was it Marvel versus? But the whole storyline was in there. That Civil War storyline because you could choose the side.
Marvel Capcom joint.
I think that's what it was. I can't remember. I have to look it up. But I know you could choose what side you wanted to be on as far as the storyline. But you had to fight Doom at the end. Man, it's hard. It was one of the hardest games. It was long too. About a 4-hour game if you sat there and played it all the way through.
Man. All right, now we get into top 3 status.
PlayStation days.
Really getting real.
Real.
I'm gonna start guessing what y'all picking. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but I'm trying to think what's left on the board that hasn't been called out.
There's a lot of things been called out though.
Yeah, we've all called out pretty much all the same movies, except in a different order.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think.
Everything that's supposed to be called out is being.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you call your 3.
Yeah, man. I'm just repeating what y'all just said, man. So first, my number 3, the first Avengers.
Okay.
Excuse me. For me, it was just kind of like what Anton said. It was just groundbreaking because we saw them all on screen. How are they going to do this together? How are they going to make this happen? And they pulled it off. You know what I'm saying? The post credit scene, seeing Thanos. You know what I mean? And like, I've been a fan of Thanos since I was a kid. And then you hearing some people in there that was like, "Who is that?"
I'll just do it myself.
And there was a whole bunch of man. Right. I mean, that was Ultron, but yeah. But I went with just me and my lady, but there was a bunch of people in that crowd that we knew. And as soon as that part happened, like we was all out, I was like, ooh. Like I went home and I didn't go to bed. That's how hyped they had me. I didn't go to bed. I was up. Ooh, Tasha, if they doing this, hey, up, texting everybody, calling everybody. Did you see it yet? That was it, man. Like only thing was missing for me that day was like eating that with a slice of peach cobbler. That's the only thing that made that better for me, man. I don't think you understand. Like I was a kid in there, boy. I was a little kid in there, just giggling and laughing. My heart was racing.
I totally agree.
For real, man. That was great. I mean, it cracked open the door for everything to me, man.
Absolutely.
Not only milestone in my life, bro. Straight up.
For sure. It's crazy because I mean, I don't want to say it cracked it open for like Hollywood in general. Like everybody wants a universe now. I know Star Wars is probably the first for real.
Yeah,
but
right.
Marvel made it like, oh, we really can like connect everything, and it's the cool thing to do now. DC has been trying to to put it together correctly for 10, 15 years now.
Yeah.
And it just haven't got it. So
that's a good point.
Right.
Yeah. Star Wars just took too long to piece it together.
Yeah, they did.
That was the L they took.
Right.
It is what it is. All right, J. Camp, where you at on number 3?
I got Civil War, number 3.
Okay.
Number 3.
Okay.
I can't make me out of that at all. I could have put it there too. Straight up.
Civil War tree.
All 3 of those. You got
all 3. Let me get all 3 of them. All 3 of y'all.
Tree Pete. Tree Pete.
Oh shoot. Okay. Well, my number 3 is Black Panther. I went there 3 times to see it. I went by myself on Thursday night before I had to work at 6 a.m. the next day. Didn't care.
6 a.m.
I think I went again that Saturday night. Then the following weekend, I went again. Y'all already know. It's just one of those movies. We've never seen a movie that has all Black people except one, and it be such a spectacle, something that everybody globally praises.
One of the best soundtracks too.
The soundtrack, boy. Man, that joint Mozzie did on there, Seasons.
And I got there a little bit.
Man, I'm telling you. But like globally,
miss me with that bullshit.
Oh, facts.
Stop it. Stop. He's in the bag, man.
Stop that. But hold on. I gotta get out one. Hold on. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear
it. But that movie got like globally every academy like recognized it. It might not have got nominated in everything, but it actually did bring home 2 awards from 2 Emmys, I believe. Everybody loved it though.
It was beautiful. I mean, you couldn't deny that work, the everything in there, man. Like the level of detail. I should say the attention to detail.
Yeah. That was one
everything.
Of the
detail. Yeah.
It was beautiful, man. And it provided a brief spark for the culture in general. I think everybody woke up the next morning just a little lighter on their feet. You know what I mean? Like, oh man. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, yeah, that could be
right.
Even though it's fictional as hell, but you know what? I might go on my shiki today. My
exactly
shiki, and I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna take something good.
You
know what I mean? I'm gonna
do ribs. Good. The ribs taste a little better. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Miller High Life here a little different. You know what I'm saying? I'll let.
I'm serious though. They just had you feeling a different way. I never felt like that coming out of a movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
the broccoli was more supreme. It was out there in the world.
You said that broccoli.
It
just cranked a little bit more when you.
Yeah. They cranked that up a little bit.
Oh man. And just to think, in 2.5 months, 3 months, we get to relive that all over again.
Yep.
Man.
Bro. Even more though. It's gonna be even more.
That 5 mic trailer.
Facts. Oh, let me see.
I might have to wear my Ice Cream Man white in that one. Might have to wear all white to that joint.
Facts though. Facts is that with Black Panther movie in production at the same time as Ragnarok, Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, it got shortchanged in the VFX team part of the movie.
All in the game was dropping gems.
Dude, that is the one thing that happened to this movie, especially like the end battle scene. If you really watch it, them VFX weren't that great. They just really weren't. And I think that's kind of something that has to do with,
they,
obviously having all those movies going at the same time, but VFX teams, they got it hard out here, period. Kevin Feige, he'll make you rewrite or change stuff like in the last minute and things like that. So I hope they don't do that to this next Black Panther. I hope they don't.
Word.
Oh, they can't. They can't. They got too much riding on this.
Bruh.
Right. Word.
I think it's going to be $1 billion movie. Easy. Mm-hmm. I think Love and Thunder is up, I think 800.
No doubt.
800 million right now.
Yeah.
So, but what is this? Most relative to those other 3 movies. So very glad they saw it as a priority to rectify that this time around with Wakanda Forever.
Absolutely.
They better.
Absolutely.
Better. They recognize what gem they have.
Yeah. They recognize that spending power too.
Right.
Yeah. Of course. Man, folks that don't even watch Marvel went to see that movie multiple times.
That hit a Billy quick. That first BP hit a Billy quick.
It was only rivaled by Avengers movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Especially domestically. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, number 2.
No doubt.
Bruce, so you left off with Avengers. What tops Avengers in your book? Number 2. Look at his face on
that. I'm gonna go a little left on y'all because he's. I'm gonna go a little left, but because like I said on the last time we was here, I'm going with this based off of who is coming. I got number 2 on my list is Blade 2. I mean.
Man.
You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all can
Come on, son.
Man, I love Blade 2. Like them Reapers.
I feel
like,
you.
I had never seen a monster like that in my life. These things, every horror flick or any type of action flick that got vampires in it, the vampire is the apex top of the food chain. Them Reapers was feasting on vampires. Like, they was hunting vampires down.
So you basically saying Deacon Frost is your man. So Deacon Frost is your man.
I like Deacon, but he has nothing for them Reapers. He had nothing for them. Nobody had nothing for them Reapers. Them Reapers, I wish they was in more movies. Them things was eating the apex. Like, I remember watching that and I was like, hey man, that's like discovering a new animal that only eats lion. Yeah. I mean, then the Reapers were so beastly, and they still couldn't see Blade. They was trying to be like Blade. You know what I mean? They wanted to be daywalkers like him. I thought that it was dope. You know what I mean? To me, it was dope. Like, I had never seen no villains, no monsters like that. I had never seen, like, you don't go to a horror flick and see another monster kill Jason Voorhees. You know what I mean? You don't go and see another slasher kill Michael Myers. The beginning of Blade 2, vampires was getting eaten. Like, whoa, what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
Swallowed, bro.
And, I mean, and that's, but to me, it's swallowed up like nothing. Yeah, so to me, yes, that goes back some years. That movie left that type of impression on me still to this day.
It was dope.
That movie was just so dope.
I can't even front. That jawline that they had was the next level.
They would just snap open.
Yeah, they had that next level jawline, and the heart was all up under the bone.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Hard, man.
You couldn't even kill them dudes. I was on that Blade 2. That Blade 2 this hard though. I can't even lie.
You couldn't do nothing. I remember that movie. How it looked. That's right around the time. That's right around the time my dad turned his life over, and he was seeing the previews to see what he was like. Bruce, I don't know if my spirituality could let me see this joint. That movie had him like that. You know what I mean? Sure, I'm gonna see it. I'll pray about it tomorrow. You know what I mean? Right. Like, we good. Shoot. But yeah, Blade 2 is the business to me, man.
That's dope.
I went left, but hey,
I respect it though. It's one of those things I told y'all a while back that like I didn't know Blade was a part of Marvel for a very long time.
Bruh, it's a part, fam.
Yeah, like 4 or 5, maybe even sooner than that, that I found this out. So it's still on my bucket list to go rewatch.
Spawn is too. You're gonna be all way real.
Spawn is DC though. Is that
no, Spawn isn't. No, he's not. They Image. They what is it? Image.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
they Image comics or whatever. But they have. Yeah,
I could have sworn. I could have sworn they had Spawn Marvel comics though.
I don't think so. If it was probably like a crossover event.
Yeah, he's did a crossover with Spider-Man. He's did DC crossovers with Batman. But yeah, he's I think it's still, or at least at the beginning it was Image. It might be something a little different now, but I mean he should be. Spawn is hard.
Spawn is ill.
You know what I mean? Jamie Foxx supposed to be playing him.
I hope we get that soon.
Yep. Jamie Foxx is playing him.
And Mike Tyson.
He's doing it all. I just want to play some Scrabble.
Don't say it like it, bro.
Mike Tyson.
Oh my god.
Oh man. All right, so give me number 2, J Camp. It's real.
Man, I just want to play some Scrabble.
I gotta go with that. Miss me with that bullshit. You ain't really wild, you a tourist. I'll be blacking out with the purists. Yeah, I gotta go with that BP, man. Okay. All day. All day long. Gotta go with BP, man.
Absolutely.
BP is just, we already said it, man. It's a cultural phenomenon, man. It's not only was it just a great movie, just from an acting perspective, it's just, again, man, it shined light on the culture, man. It just brought positivity to the culture, and when we needed it, you know what I'm saying? Because there was during some social civil unrest, we needed that, man. We needed that in our bag. We needed that heavy. It hit at the right time too, man, and it just hit the right notes. Also, man, I one of the things I was really digging about that movie, man, is how it showed like Oakland some love too. You know what I'm saying? Like them parts of the country that we know exists, but maybe the world don't know it exists. And the fact that they wanted to start a science academy in those same neighborhoods. Absolutely. And you got people today who's trying to do the same exact thing, man. So it showed the possibilities. So that's why BP hit so hard, man. It hit hard.
No doubt.
Man. Yeah. I might watch that tonight before I go to sleep, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Straight up. I love it.
Even the subway, the train they had was hard.
Yeah.
Running through the vibranium walls.
Bro. That's what I'm just so hyped for this new one. I'm so hyped. There's so many areas that we barely even got to sniff Wakanda for real. Like we saw very little of Wakanda.
Very
I want to see more. And I expect it to be partly in Oakland also. I think that's where Riri is coming from, to be honest. I think she's going to be a part of that outreach program.
Right.
That's what I think. Hold on. Said Bruce, that ain't the game.
That's hey. Blade 2, man. I ain't taking it back. Standing on it.
Yeah, the VFX from the Blades were.
I mean, it was still 90s though.
Yeah, the first one was kind of like but they came, man, with the limit of what they had back then, and they still created the Reapers. Man, get out of here.
Man, I'm gonna tell you that still too.
That was hard. That was so hard, buddy.
Ryan Reynolds said he was scared of Wesley Snipes because he stayed in character like all the time to make sure he perfected Blade. Said every time he talked to him, he was still in Blade character. Like, bro, we not on set no more.
Body vampires at all times.
We not on set no more, man. Why you still over here in character?
Shout out to Wesley Snipes, straight up and down.
Shout out
to Wesley, man.
Shout out to Snips, man.
Right,
Wesley Snips.
Yeah.
Shout out to him because he's been championing Marvel stuff for a minute. He was even trying to get the Black Panther joint off the ground for a very long time.
Yeah.
He initially started that movement, so I know he was a proud camper when he actually seen it come to fruition in real life. So
most definitely,
it was a beautiful thing. Shout out to Wesley.
Get that man in the multiverse. Get that man in the multiverse, man.
He got to show up.
Somehow.
Got to.
That'd be crazy.
You know he'd be down. He's still in shape too. You already know Nestle. I was about to call it. I was about to say Nestle. My Wesley.
We need that that multiverse.
That's my
that multiverse Snips. We need a multiverse Snips.
Yeah. My
that Earth 616 Snips.
Did he? That's funny. Yeah. All right, my number 2 is the Winter Soldier. I just can't put much over it, man. I really can't. When I saw that movie, I think that's the movie that, like, you know, Avengers was like, okay, all this is possible. Like, oh, okay, I'm down. The Winter Soldier was like, oh, you turned Captain America into this guy? Oh, I'm through. I'm done. This is like Cap in the original Cap movie. It was cool. It was a decent movie to me, but him in general,
man,
it was still, you know what I mean? It was like, it was all right. But when he came to this Winter Soldier joint, it just, I don't know, his aggressiveness seemed to ramp up. He started to do a little better in his action set pieces. It just felt better. I don't know why, but then you add Black Widow in there, of course. Then you bring my man Falcon in there. I was like, oh, man.
He was walking down that street so slow, loading the piece up. Just bucking at everybody.
Yeah, so real. So real.
Oh, man. All right, y'all. It's time. Number 1. It's time, Bruce. I think I know what it is.
Yeah,
I think I know what it is. But
it should be the same for everybody, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be.
Unless you go Blade 3.
Blade 3 was garbage, though. But no, it's
when he fought Dracula.
This is I mean, it speaks for itself. To me, this is the Michael Jordan mixed with the Larry Bird mixed with Kareem, all blended in one. And I mean, that's Infinity Wars, man. I mean, Infinity Wars pretty much Bullyfoot's everything.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like it started off with a god getting mollywop. You know what I mean? His whole city, whatever you want, Asgard was warped. You know what I mean? While Ebony Maw's walking around like, hey, you guys are now children of Thanos.
Man, Ebony Maw was hard too.
Man, you bleeding to death and he talking this stuff. Yeah. As you die, you become children of Thanos. As soon as I saw that, I mean, we already knew Thanos was a monster. Yeah. But I knew, like, what that was like, they doing it right. That movie, I watched that movie more than any other. That movie, out of all, I got knee to ankle tats on both legs. And on the back of my left calf, I got Thanos. And Thanos pretty much takes my whole calf because of Thanos himself. But that movie is just, I mean, he, like, who really, you can't bring nothing to the table with that dude, man. Like, that dude just the big boss of all big bosses. When you after that, it should have been like when you beat Mortal Kombat, the last stage of Mortal Kombat, you should have saw Thanos When you beat the last, and even in a DC game, you should have saw Thanos. When you know what I mean, the main event to the next WrestleMania should have had Thanos in it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, like Thanos should have popped up in Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's no outdoing it, man. He was bodying everything.
And he was in.
That takes the cake.
He was in Deadpool 2 as Cable. So Thanos is everywhere. He was all over the map. Crossing.
They tore Wakanda the hell up in Infinity War. They sure did. It was the Air Force One in that movie. They left Rhodey and Sam hanging out
there. They say you black asses is about to be left. They sure did. Left Rhodey and Sam out there like they was.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, you clouded. Oh, you clouded. I mean, that's what you got too, Jamar, I assume too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I got Infinity Wars, man.
We all there, man. Yeah, Infinity War, everything.
I will say I don't want to see a man on the court with Thanos on his calf because I'm thinking he's just catching bodies on the court.
Bring back Karl Malone and Charles Barkley elbows.
them X-Mans, them Xavier McDaniels.
Man, bro.
The X-Men.
Gosh.
Xavier McDaniels was so intense.
PJ Brown elbows.
Antonio Davis elbows.
Yeah,
the Davis brother elbows.
The Davis brothers. Man. And them Alonzo Mourning joints.
Infinity War is one of those movies, man. I'm so happy they did it the way they did it. So often we watch these movies, we know who's going to win. And I hate that. Like, to me, if you make a movie, anything should be able to die, including kids. Don't show it on screen. I don't like seeing kids die on screen, but they should be, in the fight also. They should be able to die, and the good guys should be able to lose. Now, to sell tickets, that usually is not going to work, but this wasn't an Avengers movie. This was Thanos' movie. He was the last scene. He got to sit down at the end and smile and look at a grateful universe. That's what he thought, at least. And he had to smirk, and he accomplished his mission. This was Thanos' movie. Everybody in that theater had to eat that, and I loved every second of it. It was straight.
Swallow it.
It was all this.
I loved it.
It was all this when that shit was over. It was nobody say a word. They could not believe it. I was like, man. The one thing I did say when I was like, I know they're bringing Black Panther back because he made all that money, but everybody got wiped out though. I was like, man, I can't believe they did it, but they did that.
Right. Not only did Vashon get wiped out, he got bodied. He got his jewel taken from him too, snatched and disintegrated.
Body. Let me take this from you. Let me hold that.
He didn't even give any battle.
Let me hold that.
Man. He didn't have any battle for him. I'm like, come on, Vashon, bro. Like, you supposed to have a Infinity Stone embedded in your dome, and you ain't got no battle for Thanos. Zero.
Facts. I mean, yeah, that movie is special.
That's when Fasto should have came and created something for him.
Where was you at? Where was you at when all this was going down, Fasto?
We needed a jewel, man.
We needed a new gauntlet. We needed the new gauntlet that Tony made in Endgame. You could have made that. Oh, man. Shout out to Endgame not being in nobody's top 10, though.
Endgame was just not. It was okay. It just
well deserved.
It was all right. I mean,
I could have dealt without it.
It was like a Whopper with no cheese.
No, I would say it was a Whopper with too much cheese. That's what it was. It had too much cheese on it. There was it was a fan service movie. It was a fan service movie.
No cheese.
it was a burger. It was a veggie burger. It was like a veggie Whopper. Is what it was.
It was a Reese with no peanut butter in the middle. It was a Reese with no peanut butter in the middle.
That's exactly what that was.
Yeah, man, Nestle bar and called it a Reese's.
This is false advertisement. You're gonna get a bad review. I'm gonna give you a bad review.
It was just a Rice Krispie treat, but it was just marshmallow in it. That's it. It wasn't even like.
I still think it was a good movie, but it's not rewatchable. Only the last fight was rewatchable.
That's it, man.
Everything else was fan service. You got Cap talking about America's ass. You got Fat Thor. You got a totally incapacitated Hulk.
Thor looking like Bray Wyatt.
I mean, Captain America Cap was in therapy. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just too much, man. I didn't.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna. I haven't told y'all this, but our next show is going to be top 10 MCU moments. Now that's a hard one.
Got to dig in the bag on that.
I need y'all to come up with better moment than Endgame's ending. I really need to find one better than that, because
Bruce gonna be like, when the needle hit Deacon Frost in the dome. It was like one of the best.
I like that challenge. I like that challenge.
Wesley Snipes drop kicked the needle to the dome of Deacon Frost. It was one of the
best. I like that.
Oh, shout out to the honorable man to Homecoming, the Spidey movie.
Absolutely.
I always wanted with actual teenagers.
Spidey was like 35 in high school.
Yeah. You are correct. I enjoyed all the Spider-Man movies. They're not top 10 except Far From No Way Home.
I did have Homecoming as a honorable mention.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I didn't even list off my honorable mentions. Do y'all have one?
I do have some honorable mentions. I got Ant-Man as an honorable mention.
First one, yep.
I had Far From Home. Doctor Strange.
The first or the second one?
The first one.
Okay.
As an honorable joint. That's really about it, really.
Yeah. I mean, I wrote down mine.
Well, I did have Black Widow down as an honorable mention too.
Okay. I put Age of Ultron down. It still was a dope movie. It got so much from it that we still are dealing with today.
We really did get a lot from that, though.
Yeah, we did. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Wanda.
Actually, I had Incredible Hulk down. The Edward Norton.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Joint.
Okay. I ain't mad at that, though.
I had the Eddie Norton joint.
One of the last remnants of the real Hulk. We'll go with that. I put Ragnarok down as an honorable mention.
I had that too. I had Ragnarok too.
Endgame, I did put as an honorable mention. That final scene is gonna live forever. I couldn't help.
I couldn't even give it an honorable mention.
Damn. Oh man, I got Falcon and the Winter Soldier as an honorable mention.
Endgame was 2.5 mics for me.
2.5.
I ain't rocking.
I'll give it 3. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think if we weren't in a pandemic and that didn't get screwed up by kind of what happened through the pandemic, Falcon and the Winter Soldier would have made my top 10.
It probably would have been dope for real.
I think it didn't get to tell its real original story. The whole
story. I had Loki as a honorable mention too, just because it was crazy. It was weird.
It was almost too weird for me, but yeah,
it kept me. But see, that's what kept me watching it. Cause I was like, man, this shit, it's so weird. But yeah, I had Loki as a, and I like the character. I like the character Loki. Loki's just a dope character. So
indeed, I give you that.
The god of mischief.
My last one I had was Moon Knight. I think the only thing missing from Moon Knight is we didn't get to see Jake handle his business.
Right. I wish we had a slightly more battle.
If we would have saw like the Jake Lockley personality handled that real business like he was off screen.
Facts.
Moon Knight would have
been the problem.
Made my 10, but
I did like the visuals though of Moon Knight too.
Oh yeah, it was.
So I think Moon Knight has some of the crispier visuals of those shows.
If I do a Halloween costume this year, it will be Mr. Knight. Facts.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Clean.
I want to see pictures.
Clean.
Yeah.
I might have to put a girdle on because I can't have this gut hanging out that clean ass suit. You know what I mean? That ain't right. Nah,
you got that Zeus. You got that Zeus hanging. You got that Zeus hanging.
Son be over looking like Pennywise for real. Hey kid. Hey kid.
Hello, Georgie.
That's dirty,
right? Hello, Georgie.
Georgie.
Y'all dirty for that.
Would you like to play?
Saying Pennywise, though.
All right. Do you have any honorable mentions, Bruce?
I didn't write it, but off the top of the head, I would probably have the Ant-Man flicks. What if? It actually, if you know, what I mean, if I would have thought about it, what if probably would have made my list.
I didn't even think of what if. It would have definitely made my top 10.
You know what I mean? I just tried to. When I was going in thinking movies that was in the theaters. What else? That's all I can think of off the top of my head, man. I like the Ant-Man flicks. I thought Doctor Strange was. I thought the second Doctor Strange was cool.
It wasn't bad.
I
like the first one better though, but yeah, the second one wasn't bad.
That's probably. I mean, just to me, I would say how they, letting Scarlet Witch just body everything the way that she did. She was such a problem in that. Yeah, that's probably about it, man. It's just only about two or three honorable mentions from me.
No doubt. Well, that's our list, y'all. I'll put it up one more time. Bruce, Iron Man, No Way Home, Shang-Chi, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Civil War, Black Panther, Avengers, Blade 2 slid in there. Infinity War is number 1.
No doubt.
I'm dead.
I stand on it.
I ain't mad at you.
You could have put the Punisher that your boy was in.
Dolph Lundgren.
Oh
yeah, the Dolph Lundgren.
Oh my goodness.
He had that drawn on beard.
He had that, bro. That's straight drawn on. Man, just like when he played the He-Man, it was just that ain't what we asked for from Dolph.
That was that equate version. That was that great value. That great value version.
I was digging it though. I was digging that He-Man when I was little.
He played He-Man. I was like, "Who's this Quasar dude off in here?" His name is Quasar. I guess he's supposed to be like he's supposed to be like an Orko.
You went to McDonald's when you got that McDowell's. You went to McDonald's when you got that McDowell's.
Man, he was like, "Let me get a super size."
We got the golden arc.
Yeah. That He-Man was definitely that supersized McDowell.
Man.
With a side of barbecue sauce.
The last time you saw it. I haven't seen that in probably 15 years. Word up.
I probably seen it about 5 years ago.
It's been a long time, bro.
Yeah, it'll come on randomly, like Tubi and Peacock, all the free shit. It'll come on every once in a while.
All right.
Skeletor was hard in there, though. I ain't gonna lie.
In
that He-Man,
he was all right.
Evil Land had battle,
Hold on. Let me see. All right. See if anybody can comment. No, good. All right, man. Well, that's it, y'all. That's our top 10 Marvel flicks / TV shows. This list will fluctuate within the next year.
Absolutely.
We have
still got more to come.
We got Black Panther, we got Ant-Man, we got the new Blade coming in about a year. So That'll probably be number one on Bruce's list, of course.
Mhm.
Oh man.
We got Secret
Yeah,
Invasion.
boy.
We got a lot of different things coming in the next 12 months. So this
Y'all wasn't feeling that Ghost Rider, I guess.
huh?
Y'all wasn't feeling that Nick Cage Ghost Rider
I
joint.
ain't gonna lie, I don't even remember that movie like that. That's something I need to do on the channel and kind of go back and revisit
I
things.
remember that.
Yeah,
Like the Ghost Riders,
the contract of
the Daredevil movie. What else? All Three Blades. Like it's some movies I need to go back and just watch, just so I can either appreciate them or appreciate what we're doing.
That character,
the contract
tattoo,
of Sam Bergenza.
That was the Electra joint. Oh boy, that I think his name was Tattoo. They had them animals tattooed on him, and they would come off his body. That was dope. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all can go back or if y'all remember that.
I don't remember. I know
like
Electra did have a movie.
What movie was that?
Electra.
Electra.
Oh yeah, Electra. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think it was an Asian or a Hispanic cat. He had animals tattooed on him, and he could meditate or focus, and them joints would come off his body. Yeah, that was about the dopest part of that movie.
Electra was trash.
Man, we can have a like a Saturday. We can pick out a movie, one of the old school joints, and go ahead and just watch it and react to it. It'll be fun to do.
No doubt.
I was telling Jay Camp we should have did Pray. I wish we
should have.
I wish we would have done that one, but
we could have.
It is what it is.
We could have done Lost Boys. I'd have been hype off that. 80s.
Oh man,
you leave Corey Feldman alone.
He said something.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Leave Corey Feldman alone, man. Man, that brother had enough problems. He had fun, but he got enough problems.
Yeah, he had fun, man. Them boys was wilding.
No doubt.
Man. Word up. One more time, he said, watch Warrior.
Absolutely. Watch that Warrior.
Hey, if you're still listening, how many seasons is Warrior? Or is it just do you know?
No, it should only be like one little joint.
Is it one?
Yeah, just one. Yeah, it ain't multiple. At least I ain't seen it. If it is, then put me on all in the game. Because
he said it's on Cinemax.
Cinemax.
It was 2 seasons. It's 2 seasons.
Yep.
Okay.
Man, I gotta catch up then, because I've only seen 1 season of it. So I gotta catch up.
Maybe we need to organize something and have a little watch party watching some of these.
Yeah.
That'd be fire. Indeed. Well, all right, man. Let's get out of here. I appreciate everybody who did tune in and watch. Appreciate y'all watching us. Please go to the channel, like, share, and subscribe.
All that.
Go check out my man Swag Nito, aka J Camp, over at the Fresh Out Podcast and the new channel Bars Burying. Where they just releasing bars, letting you know that we got the pen up and running this year.
Deep and Simply Marvelous on Bars Burying.
Factual.
Bruce might be on there soon.
Yeah. Buddy Love said it's over once he get on there. So
you going scorched earth, buddy?
Clear. You just, that's the plan about trying to Thanos something.
I see.
Thanos something.
You got it on your calf. You know what I'm saying? So.
Indeed. Well, I appreciate it once again. Appreciate y'all for hopping on with me. Invite. Indeed.
Appreciate the invite.
Yeah,
absolutely. Man.
Probably Saturday our next show. So
we in there.
Absolutely. Once again, appreciate everybody. I'm Anton. This is Simply Marvelous. J Camp, Bruce the Nightmare, and we out of here. We holler at y'all.
Peace.
Peace. Shalom.